Hello there and welcome. You know, you have just downloaded the book You Were Born Rich. This is a phenomenal book. I spent a long time writing this, and I didn't even know I could write a book until I started this, and I actually did a fairly good job on it. It's in multiple languages now. It's all over the world. Mark Victor Hansen, Jack Canfield, they endorsed it. The foreword was written by Doug Wead, who is a special assistant to the President of the United States. Great guy. And he loved what was in here, and you're going to too. If you really want to understand where the money's coming from, you're going to understand it when you read this book. But before you get into that, you've got this by going to Doug Dane's site. I gave Doug the suggestion to do this because the guy is brilliant. Doug and I have been friends for many. We go back for a long way, and we work very closely together on a number of different projects. He's helped tens of thousands of people. Back in 1961, I got this book, and I got special tutoring from a man. That's where I suggested to Doug. I said, Doug, you got to offer special tutoring. You see, no amount of reading or memorizing makes you successful. It's the understanding and application of wise thoughts that count. That's where the mentoring comes in. If you really want to change your life, my income went from $4,000 a year to $15,000 a month within a year. And under 5 years, it was over $1 million a year. Now, can this happen to you? Yes, it can. It can absolutely happen to you, and it's not that difficult. But you've got to make it happen. Now, if you're going to make it happen, it's because you're going to get special help, and you're going to get it from Doug Dane. Now, costs a little more, but I'm going to tell you it's worth it. If you really want to become financially independent, start investing time and money in yourself. Do you know, for around $12,000 a year, you can have one of the best coaches on earning money that you're going to find anywhere, and that's Doug Dane. You'll say, well, I really haven't got that kind of money to invest. Wait a minute. I'm going to teach you a lesson. I want you to watch this very carefully on the screen. I'm going to take you, because in this book, he wrote a chapter on decision. What I'm going to show you here is what's on the first page of that chapter. He said, analysis of several hundred people who had accumulated fortunes well beyond the $1 million mark disclosed the fact that every one of the people had the habit of reaching decisions very fast, changing them very slow, if and when they changed them at all. Now think of what I'm saying. The people who had trouble accumulating money made the decisions very slow and then changed them fast and often. How did these people make decisions so fast? Well, I'm going to show you. Pay very close attention to this. So we're going to make this go full screen for you so you'll really get the idea. These lines represent levels of vibration, all right? Levels of vibration. Vibration is the law of the universe. The whole universe operates by law. Levels of vibration are often referred to as frequencies. This phone operates on a frequency, so does yours. There's an infinite number of frequencies. You and I think on frequencies. Thought is energy. We can measure thought waves, okay? Thought is energy. So this is the frequency that you're thinking on, and that frequency then produces the results that you're getting. But we'll say, I don't want these results. I want to get these results. I don't want these results. They're the results I want there. Now, I would love to get Doug to train me. I would love to have, but I don't have the money. So I'll do that. I'll do it as soon as I get the money. I'm going to do that as soon as the kids are out of school. I'll do that if this contract comes in. And we're always saying, I'm going to do something that costs money, but we're going to do it later. Why? Because we don't have the money now. Well, I'm quite certain that these people have made decisions fast. They must have come up against things like that. Here is the trick to this. Only 3% of the population win. Most people, they're going to make the decision fades, then the goal fades. Why? They're on the wrong frequency. They're thinking down here on this frequency, and their goal is way up here on a higher frequency. See why they're getting the results down here? Now, if you want the frequency, if you want to win, you've got to get on that higher frequency. How do you do that? Your mind and thoughts must be focused on the same frequency as your goal. This has got nothing to do with intelligence. You're going to find intelligent people that are broke. I have 2 months high school, no business experience, and I took my income over $1 million when I started to practice this. Anyone can do this. You're going to find people that are absolutely brilliant and they're broke. They've gone through school, they can't even find work. You'll find others that are functionally illiterate, they can neither read nor write, and they build multi-million-dollar organizations. How? Your mind and thoughts must be focused on the same frequency as your goal. Listen, you've got to make a decision. It's got to be a committed decision, and when you do, all this other stuff fades. You've got to think and act like the person you want to become. It's got nothing to do with the money you've got. It has to do with the decisions you make. Want is the only prerequisite for making a decision. If you want Doug to coach you over the next year, show you how to multiply your income, turn your annual income to a monthly income, make a decision. You say, but Bob, I don't have the 12 grand. You don't need it. You don't need anything. I tell a story in here, you'll read it, about Pat and John who wanted to buy a house. They said, we can't buy a house, we haven't got any money. I said, you don't need any money. They said, what do you mean we don't need any? I said, you haven't made the decision. When you make the decision, then you need the money. If you had to borrow $1,000 from 12 people, do it. Pat and John got the house within a month. You don't need the money until you make the decision. And people aren't making the decision because they haven't got the money. It's like a chicken and an egg. Want is the only prerequisite. You make a decision to do something. This is why only 3% of the population win. This is why successful people make decisions so fast. They know when they make the decision, they flip their mind onto the frequency that the thoughts and things are on that's going to give them the good they desire. Listen. Study the book, but get a hold of Doug Dane. Ask him for a small discount. Tell him because you watched this. He'll give it to you if you ask him, maybe. Okay? Get a hold of Doug. Contact him. In fact, I'm going to ask him to contact you. I'm going to ask him to contact you because if you ordered this, you automatically got this video. In fact, I will have him send this video so you can watch it over again a few times because I'm going to tell you, this idea of want, man, it'll give you everything you want in life. That's what it's all about. Doug Dane's the kind of coach you want. This is Bob Proctor. Thank you.